in Nigeria. How many of you have heard of very dark man? How many of you have heard of very dark man? He is not your typical religious person, Abi. He does not speak in tongues. He does not kabash. But what God has used him to do in Nigeria, even GOs and powerful prophets in Nigeria, they have not done it.
Una see ana. Now so this life just be. Now the very dark man, now Reverend Pastor, can they use till they make good examples for the people who be say that they come church morning and night, day and night, here and there. That they do church things here and there. Now the very dark man will be say no, they go church. Now I can't they give good example, which is very good. I find nothing wrong with that. This one will be say Reverend Pastor, they use the very dark man, they make good examples. So now me first see am that time. I see and say, this very dark man, now God, now they use am so. Many people not believe before because they believe say he put cow rings, costume for neck, and they see a nude picture. And many people, they don't accuse her of many things. They don't judge her. Believe, say, God can never use somebody like the very dark man. But I saw in him that is how God use people. My papa use am make parable, say, who do good, do sell them. Who do bad, still do sell them. What did that one me say? If you do good, you are doing it for yourself. For yes. Now your legacy, now you just there, now you there so. And if you still do bad, now your legacy, now you see the now you see they put down so. You think say you they use and do your country people, you they use and do your nation, you they use and do anybody. No, now your legacy, your reputation, your name. Now make God talk and say, I and my word are one, not two. When he say a word, when he make his promise, he must surely fulfill it. Unlike human being. But the very dark man, I saw what he was doing when this blessed CEO yes, that year we be say blessed CEO the dragon, Davido, that one say they call her out. A lot of people they drag her here and there. I can't say, Mona, leave this young man alone. God's hand is upon this man. God is using this man. I'll show now that video, and I'll still show now the video where VDM do where be say you tell no say it's really true. God's hand is upon this man, young man. God is using him. He's fulfilling the calling of God. He not build church as a reverend, as a reverend pastor just describe him. He not build church, but the work way they do. He better pass all those one where you dey where God yes, God recognize the work more than all those one where you dey go they pay tithe. All those pastors, all those bishop, all those apostles where they call prophet. God recognize the very dark man work past all those one. You know, say Bible say on that day go tell you say, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. You go shock and say, do you think I do many miracles? All those fake miracles. God not recognize all those ones. He will tell you, say, go ye beside me. Go ye behind me, you are a worker of iniquity. My people, during that period where be say, Nigeria actor, now remember that year now, Nigeria actor John Okafor, popularly known as Mr. Ibu, that time when he was hospitalized. Now not say the very dark man where be say they can't get this challenges of hospital bill. Now the very dark man I go meet him for hospital, go see him. Be just according to what the parable where Jesus give the disciples, that when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was sick, you didn't visit me. When I was thirsty, you give me water to drink. When I was homeless, then I say, which time we see you drink they thirsty and they hungry? I just want to paraphrase it. we give you water, we not give you water. Which time was all of this? You now say, that person will be say they sick, who na abandon for hospital. Nine be that. 9 day, 9 interest with that. That person will be say he not get father, not get mother. Where they in need of help. Una they see, una think say you don't finish, that person you don't finish. This one, who born you? Who is your father? Then you throw her, you push her, you slap her, you say nobody. Now una just a treat so. So that person will be say they hungry. You give her food, you give that food, or you not give her food, you not give food. So all these things, I know all of this. Now make me, they always they encourage you. Know the good way you say you they do, how you tell they do, and you they do it because of I saw, to impress people. All those ones, God, they weigh all those actions. They wear. So this during that time, the very dark man goes during that time where be say Mr. Ebu they sick. Now the very dark man now come out. So all of this, I don't see all of this. Now it make me, because me, the reason why me know say that God they use the very dark man, I know. Now when he take responsibility of the work of the church leaders in our society, now that time I discover and say now God now they use, when they cries, or when they cry of the people of the society, of the community, of the world, when he reach heaven is, God cannot just abandon his throne, abandon all that he's doing. He will just come as a spirit. No, he's a spirit. He's a spirit. He said he is a spirit. And those that want to worship him, they will worship him in spirit and in truth. Worshiping means that you will do his will. Now you are worshiping God. When you are doing the will of God, you are worshiping God. You saw what Abraham told his wife. He said, we are going to go and worship God. And another men as of old, they also refer to that. We are going to worship God when they want to go and do something. When they want to go and make sacrifice, when they will say they want to go and worship. So worship means to do what will please God, to do the will of God. Now, that is worship. So is disheartening when I'm seeing my people, when they say they want to worship God, they close their two eyes and raise their hand. They abandon their brain in the at the car park. They'll say they are worshiping God. And many things will be flying. They'll be taken unaware, and manipulation will be going, because as far as I'm concerned, religion is a tool for manipulation. 100%. That one a perfect work with religion fit do. Manipulation, oppression, subjugation, dehumanization. So I know I'm not going to go all of that anyway. So now when I really can't know, say God they use the very dark man. Now when he start to take responsibility of the work, take the responsibility of the work where be say church leaders supposed to they do. Now with that time, I can't observe, I can't see God they use this boy. Many of you can say, as I said, don't share some of a nude picture. God cannot use this one. They look who we agbado carry, who get private jet, who build church, who get building. Now you think say God they use. They play. So based on say me I be student, and I dey learn from my mentors every time. I don't know, say, it is the responsibility of the church to provide safety for their society. Yes, their responsibility of your GO or your general overseer. But the society work, right? What your pastor do? He abandon and focus on forwards on building. Maybe they pour money there. That make when Nigeria they bleed. All your pastor, they contributed to all the calamities and the failures of the nation. Your pastor, your reverend, your bishop. So that is why when we say God come and judge, it will start from church. Because it is the responsibility of the church to care for the well-being of the citizens. It's the responsibility. Whenever we are talking like you say, my pastor not be government to fool you. It's a foolish Galatians. Now, foolish many Nigerians, some of Nigerians, foolish some of Africans. So it's a responsibility. We know all this. Now make way with the look una will this will it aches my heart anyway. It's heartbroken whenever you are saying what we knew, what we already know. All those we knew all of that. So it's a responsibility of the church. You with the thought say now government pastor not be government now responsibility of your GO for the moral standard of the nation. All this one way they say people they go they kidnap, they sell people, they sell people organs and all of. Where is your church leaders? Where are your church leaders? What have they been doing? What kind of teaching are they? Because people are what they hear. All this religious location you are seeing in Nigeria, all those mosques and churches, if they can put end to all those locations, you will see sanity will come to the nation. Because the reason why the very dark man has sound mind is because it stay away from all those religious places. Because whenever you are going to continuously going to all those religious houses, they will pollute your mind. They will manipulate you out of your real self. You can never see your real mind to use. You cannot have the original of your mind to use at the when they finish doing when they must have finished with you. You can never use your mind accurately because of manipulations. My people, it is the responsibility of the church to reach out for the poor and the needy in the society. Not they tag it and say, are you a member? When you are telling them that you need help, you need their support, they'll tell you, are you our member? We are seeing that in Africa church. Even that is why they cannot do any exploits. Even in Europe, when they are playing church thing, they go to carry location, they build hall, they carry on and all of that. They cannot do exploit as the book of Daniel said, that they that know their God, they'll be strong and do exploit. If you ask me, the people that are doing exploit are the thinkers of the world leaders who are not religious leaders. World leaders, thinkers, not all the world leaders. The thinkers among them, the inventors. These are the people who are really actually doing exploits. Not what you. But people, do you know that it's a responsibility of the church to take care of the orphans and the widow? Do you know? All this work are what VDA is running for. Is bordering itself. Is busy doing. You will still see some lunatic fighting him because they don't want Nigeria to succeed. Do you also know that it is the responsibility of the rule about rules and order in the nation? Because when you look at a nation like Nigeria, there's no rules and order. Because the policies they are implementing is for their personal interest, is making the nation to bleed more. All those ones, they are just passing bill for their personal interest. It's not godly and it's not holy and it's not right. It's not righteous laws and all policies. So do you also know that because when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. The purpose of the church is not known in a society, so they are abusing it. You see all these laws maker that the people infiltrated into it. People that never met well for the nation, they infiltrated into all those places to go and be making laws. There's no at the end you see the nation. There's no rules and order. People are being judged unjustly. So let me play that video and see the reason why God looked at the very dark man and saw in him a man that will do his will. You cannot see why God have found him. The very dark man is now at the hospital. He paying the visit to Mr. Ibu. Not only that, contributed money in order for them to take care of it. He contributed to the money they are going to use to treat Mr. Ibu. This is the will of God. To help the needy is the will of God. To help the less privileged is the will of God. To save life is the will of God. To help the poor is the will of God. To help the orphans is the will of God. To be led with compassion to the need is the will of God. You see, God said he found David, the son of Jesse. The son of Jesse. A man after his own heart who will do all his will. Applicable to the very dark man. Beloved, a time has come for we to be mature more than this. Is it not? It's so disheartening that we don't recognize God in the people that God is raising to as a deliverers amongst us. You always focusing your eyes on who wear tie, focusing your eyes on the people that wear suit, people that will sit down in the church as a pastor and stand on the pulpit, spreading ignorance for you to continue to be in darkness. But the time has come now for you to learn more, no more than that God is raising a deliverers in Nigeria. The cry of the poor and the needy has reached the heavens, and God has releasing the deliverers, and the very dark man happens to be one of them. We should learn to protect the people that God is raising. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria is bleeding. Nigeria is sinking. And God is not happy for the failure of Nigeria. And he's raising a deliverer, and you are focusing on religious leaders, the people that failed you since 1960 in that nation. So let's not support the very dark man. Let us continue to love him, protect him, guide him. Let us learn to protect the people that God will use amongst us. Listen to him and see how he pay a courtesy visit to Mr. Ibu. You can as well also emulate all this from him. May the good Lord bless you. Bye bye bye.
Alright, so I'm currently at the hospital where Mr. Ibu is being treated. So the news going around now that Bukola Saraki's foundation have cleared the bill for Mr. Ibu is not true. The previous hospital where Mr. Ibu was, that was the place where they cleared the bill. But this place, they had to move him here to come and do a proper treatment for him. It was even when they got here that they had to do like 2 operations to like get some things out of his body. I saw his leg like this. His leg was decaying, like you go see pulse for the leg, like with my eyes like this. You know, I saw it. So to cut the long story short, they are trying to get him stable in order to fly him outside Nigeria for a proper treatment. So any amount is still needed. They need a lot of money. You know, be just shame. They need good money to actually get that man on his feet. Right now, from the picture of the operation they did yesterday, it's called blood clots. I don't know what you medical people call it, but then again, the treatment is ongoing. I don't want to talk about the Nollywood people. Like I said, those people don't care about themselves. You understand? A lot of scores are going on. Like when they gave the man 5 million naira, and then the Nollywood people carried inside the 5 million naira, they carry like 4.3 and gave the man 700,000. Do you understand? So these are the people that care. Especially where they sick bed. they say I will see the Chock. Can you imagine these people? And if you talk, all of them start to make video, they know what they are doing. You understand? But then again, Nigerians, please, especially my own people, now I just see over 700,000 followers. Man, 700,000, 1,000 everybody, 1K equal to 700M. You understand? I know it's not everybody that will bring it, but at least if I get like 200 people, 200,000 people will give them 1K. You understand? Mr. Ibu will be on his feet ASAP. Don't play. You know, say they won't travel down, for instance. Let me convert that money for you so that you don't think it's big. Let's say they are flying him out of Nigeria now, right? They have to convert that money to pounds. And if you convert 700 million to pounds, it's about, I think it's about 400,000 pounds. Do you understand? So it's not much. It's not much money. Do you understand? So I beg, man, if you guys want 1,000 people, my 700,000 followers, let's quickly do this. And to Nollywood people, shut up. You're not ready to help, and you don't want people to help by making different videos up and down and doing it as if the actors shut up. Face reality, you are not here for all this with your bullshit. Me, I don't my own contribution. You understand? See my contribution. You guys need to pour out money, man. Don't play. Let's get more.
My people, shey una don see the role wey play over the life of Mr. Ibu, the time when Mr. Ibu dey alive. Now who you see wetin Bible dey talk? When some people, I know when somebody don't die, you can't say you love her. Still now they can't recognize say now God they use the very dark man. Listen to this reverend again. Me una know say I don't first see all this one. I don't first talk about all this one. More listen to Reverend Pastor. Now in the see wetin me don't first see. Wetin the God don't first use me talk before. Now in the see am. Me una listen.
I may be a lot of very dark man. Eh? He is not your typical religious person, Abi. He does not speak in tongues, he does not kabash. But what God has used him to do in Nigeria, even GOs and powerful prophets in Nigeria, they have not done it. Now the fear of very dark man is the beginning of wisdom. God has used him to bring justice to people. There were people who took money from others to do something and they didn't, and they refused to give them their money until such victims went to very dark man, and very dark man took up the case. But you will never see him as a prophet, and he doesn't care. For you, a prophet is the person who carries microphone like me, carries bell. Here, take it. That is your idea of prophets, wearing tassels and all of that, prophesying things that don't happen and may never happen, giving testimonies of lion carrying you and flying and dropping you somewhere and all of that. That is your idea of prophets. But when you go to Isaiah 58 of his 9, he said, you fast, you pray. God said, get out. I don't care about your fasting and prayer. You do marathon fasting. Say, I don't care about all those things. You're just wounding yourself for nothing. You will get ulcer. If you don't have this physical, you have, many of you have spiritual ulcer because of unnecessary fasting. You fast unnecessarily, you have spiritual ulcer if you don't get it. Many have both the physical one and the what? And the physical. God said, take away all your fasting, take away all your religious things. He said, all I want is that you should take care of the needy. Say, lose the fetters of injustice. That's all that the Bible says. In his days justice shall flourish. That's one of the prophecies and the spirit on the Lord Jesus. I think that's Isaiah 11 when he was mentioning him. Prince of peace, Lord of lords, he shall have this, he shall do this, he shall dispense justice. Praise God.
My people, Shebuna don't listen to the Reverend Pastor. I ain't identify the very dark man to the people. The people will be say that they play church thing. They come church morning, day and night. But are they relevant to the society? Because people are what they hear. I believe say people from this kind reverend, what he's teaching, people from his church, at least they'll still get sense parts. Many of these mega church, you thought that they are doing something there. All those who are just there building their empires here on, building their heaven here on earth. So this kind of a reverend pastor, if I I go a community, if I want visit any church, now this kind of reverend pastor where they talk truth, because say my people, he say the truth you know is what will make you free. So this why kind pastor will be say, this reverend pastor will be say they release truths from altar. People are what they hear. The society will be say as a former president say the youth lazy. What gave birth to the lazy youth is what they are hearing from the mosque and the church. So let me also because of time, let me listen to the the mind-blowing action the very dark man just recently take about money. When many people will be say that they power, all these governments, where they be big position for government offices. Whenever with issue of money, they are way not declare. But it comes to who God they use, see the reaction about how he reacted about money, and you'll see the high purity of transparency concerning the NGO work. When they tell us may we support and do, Mona see the practical example of that transparency and the trust. Yes, I can't trust once they build. Mona just listen to that.
Okay, guys, I really don't know what's going on now. As of 7 p.m. this evening, I checked the accounts, this NGO account. I see 70 million inside.
If you remember, early morning, I post. Do you understand? I post over 66 million. Be how much I post in the morning. I see 70 million as of 7:42 p.m. I was just pressing my phone now. I opened the account. I saw 172 million naira. Now I panic because I did like this. I'm still confused. Please, any bank, I beg, Mona try do check again. I don't know how this money came into my account, right? People should do a check. Do you understand? I'm trying to check the payment to know how it became 170 million and now it's now 172 million naira. I don't know who sent this kind of money, right? Or maybe it's a glitch or anything. Mona fix on this thing. And just in case, maybe somebody mistakenly sent excess money. You understand? Maybe a mistake you do. Still reach out, I beg. Send me a DM. Say now you send out a mistake. Make we tell the bank when they refund you. Because this money where we say, just nah. They see 70 million naira. So 742. And only for me to check now. They say 172 million naira. I beg. Hope say I hope say una don dey plan me oh. I beg oh, Nigerians una don see oh, man not dey oh. Money went dey here like this. The last time I checked was 7 something. Do you understand? And it was 70 million. And now by 10 p.m. on the dot, I'm seeing 172 million naira. See and there, I beg. Senate Bank, I beg Mona cross check. I no deal. And also, if I know say una wan still help, this 500 to 200, I no mind. You understand? The account number still there. 13136790008 Zenith Bank, Martin Vincent Hotel Initiative. Do you understand? So when they discover say no be the money, make they carry on. I no want before they go and set me up, man, no day. And just in case a person send the money, finally, if you discover say true, they send that money and I no receive the big alert. I beg, whoever send that money, I won't know you. It means say over 100 million and you send come the accounts. I dey fear, I beg, I dey fear. No verse, I dey fear, I beg. No be say I be mumu, I dey fear because you can never know. If I no talk now, maybe the thing come turn and that's it. Or can say you did not say it. That means it's part of the crime. I beg. I know they do money laundry. I don't do fraud. I don't do anything. I dey beg una. Thank you very much. Zenith Bank, I beg. Tomorrow morning, I beg. Thank you. Peace and love. Don't play.